In 2 Samuel chapter 6, there is a story where they were moving the Ark of the Covenant, and the King David was dancing, leaping for joy. In fact, every 6 steps they stopped and worshipped. And he was just elated with joy and was enjoying himself, actually worshiping the Lord, steadfast in dance. And then his wife, Michal, despised him in her heart, and she spoke something that was not good to him. She said, "How glorious was the king today of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaiden of his servants, and as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovered himself." The Bible said she despised him in her heart, and it came forth in his words, in her words. It came forth to him in her words. But why did David recognize those words immediately? He recognized those words immediately because he had suffered that same somebody despising him from his own household. His brothers despised him. David was sent by his father to see the battle, to see about his brothers in the battle, as they were in the armies of Israel. They were fighting the army of the Philistines. In 1 Samuel chapter 17, he goes, and this is what his older brother Eliab says to him. In verse 28, it says, "And Eliab, his eldest brother, heard what he had spoke unto the men, and Eliab's anger was kindled against David, and said, Why comest thou down hither? And with whom have you left those few sheep in the wilderness?" See, the few sheep in the wilderness, he's talking down to him. "I know thy pride and the haughtiness of thy heart, for thou art come down, that thou mightest see the battle." And David said, "What have I done now? Is there not a cause?" In David's household, he recognizes when people were against him. He recognizes when people's hearts were against him. This is why he was trained in it in his household. This is why he could immediately recognize his wife Michal, that her heart was deceptive towards him, that she hated him and despised him in her heart. And immediately he was able to turn away from it. I want to encourage each and every one of us today, whatever we have been trained in, whatever wisdom that we have been trained in, when people come and we recognize that wisdom, we should apply it immediately, not allowing other people to come in. For example, like David would not allow Michal to come in to disturb any more of his peace, because he had been trained to recognize when people hated him in his heart from his household with his brothers. So he took courage right there and never again interacted with her as his wife. Let us be those brave and encourage people, or brave and strengthened people, taking courage to cut off relationships that are not for us when they are revealed.